We feed dogs proteins that they can tolerate and that they're not allergic to. That will improve their overall health and well-being and potentially even their longevity. My name's Dr Mina Cassamatis. I've been a veterinarian for over a decade and I have a really strong passion for small animal nutrition and have also worked in private veterinary hospitals. When we're talking about a single protein diet, what that is a diet that exclusively has one source of protein that is usually animal-based. The majority of pet foods that we feed our dogs actually contain multiple proteins that come both from animal-based sources, ingredients, and plant-based ingredients as well. Single protein diets can be really beneficial for dogs that have diagnosed food allergies or dogs that have diagnosed dietary intolerances. And the reason that becomes really important is because a lot of food allergies and dietary intolerances are actually to a protein that's in the pet's diet. So if we can identify what that protein is and what's causing the allergic response in that particular dog, then we can opt for a single protein diet that contains a protein the pet isn't allergic to. By feeding a single protein diet, we have the assurance that there's no cross-contamination with other proteins, because that's one of the risks that you run when you feed other pet foods, that there may actually be multiple protein sources in there that might cause the dog to flare either in their gut or in their skin.
My name is Dr Alex Moore and I'm a veterinarian specialising in dermatology. Single protein diets can be really beneficial for dogs with food allergies because you want to know that what it says on the packet is actually what your dog is consuming. Some of the other sort of generic, sometimes supermarket brands will have a kangaroo diet, but if you flip over the back, you'll see that there's chicken flavouring or beef extract, and therefore it's no longer appropriate for your dog who is allergic to those meats.
Single protein diets can also be used as elimination diets, especially if the protein source in that product is novel. And what we mean by novel is that it's a protein that the pet has never been exposed to, because you can't be allergic to a food if you've never eaten it before. Exposure is everything. So for example, if you've got a dog that has a diagnosed food allergy to chicken, then if you're using a single protein diet that is kangaroo based, then what you're effectively doing is feeding a protein to the dog that we know they haven't been exposed to before, so it's novel, and we know they're not allergic to.
That's for you.
Thank you.
Have a seat.
My name's Dr Jacqui. I'm a veterinary psychiatrist, which means that I'm a veterinarian who diagnoses and treats mental health problems in animals. We can work out what proteins this animal should be avoiding, or perhaps which proteins work best for them, and then we can make a recommendation for a diet that is tasty, that the dog wants to eat, and actually is going to help them feel more comfortable.
Pet parents can definitely vary their dog's diet, especially those that are diagnosed with food allergies or those that are diagnosed with food intolerances, just by switching between single protein diets. Say for example you have a dog that's allergic to chicken, then you know that you can feed a kangaroo-based diet, but you may also be able to safely feed your dog a salmon-based diet or a duck-based diet. And so that gives you the opportunity to actually vary your dog's diet and give them different options on any given day without causing any skin flares or gut problems. So have a chat with your veterinarian about what's going on with your dog. If you're concerned about what protein to feed because your dog is showing signs of gut disease or if they're showing signs of skin disease, then your veterinarian will be able to identify if there truly is a food allergy or a dietary intolerance going on. And then from there will be a whole series of tests, one of which is called a dietary elimination trial. And the outcome of that test will be that we will know what proteins your dog can have and what proteins they can't have. And then from there you can make some really informed choices about the best diet for your dog every day.